reaction to the fact that your client's been arrested today and charged with many more counts?
It is certainly disappointing. These are not new allegations. Mr. Rivera was a free man this morning. He had been released, as you know, prior to this. He was in Uxbridge District Court where he was released on his own personal recognizance facing marijuana charges. Today, he had an appointment scheduled at 3 o'clock to see his children, a supervised visit with DCF. My office was informed at 1:30 he had been indicted, and at that time had been put in custody approximately 20 minutes earlier. So certainly it was an unpleasant turn of events. We did have the bail hearing. $100,000 is a significant sum of money. Mr. Rivera is in a tough position financially. He does look forward to facing these charges, and we look forward to more evidence coming out as you.
Did he
Does
know
he
about those
still
two youngest
maintain-
children?
I can't offer any comment on that. Thank you, everybody.
Can you describe, he was shaking. Can you explain what your client was going through today in the courtroom?
I think you all saw that for yourself. And it was troubling to stand next to him knowing this man, and I'm sure it was just as difficult for a lot of people who were watching it. He is truly, he's despondent at this point.
Did he voice any shock to you?
Again, I cannot make any further comment.
What about the claim that he must have heard this screaming, crying baby?
There are a lot of claims, there are a lot of allegations, none of which have been certainly not proven or even substantiated with any sort of documents. I haven't seen any grand jury minutes, nothing's been provided yet. It will certainly come in due course, that's not an issue, but as of right now, I certainly can't speak to those.
He had previously told us that he was unaware of the existence of the two younger children and obviously the deceased children as well. And if he had known, he would have done something about that. Clearly, the grand jury read the same circumstances a completely different way. What do you make of that? The grand jury saying your bedroom's 8 feet away, you must have heard.
Again, we're all familiar with grand juries as in the news recently, but that grand jury testimony was certainly offered. It was a case offered by the prosecution, no opportunity for the defense, as anyone who watches the news would know. Absolutely no defense witnesses, and certainly no opportunity to make any counter-arguments. So I would suggest that on those, based on those allegations, certainly the grand jury has indicted him on specific charges, and I note that they are far different than the charges faced by Ms. Murray.
Will he be able to make bail?
At this point, that's unclear. I would certainly hope he can.
Your client still claims he doesn't know anything about the younger girls or the bodies of the infants.
He's making absolutely no statement this time other than to absolutely deny these allegations.
So he didn't take the stand in front of the grand jury at all? He was never called?
No.
Does he have mental issues that might come up at the trial?
I cannot comment on that at this time.
And your name?